Alright YouTube, it's your boy Impala Chris coming through with the picture video with some throwback saves. I'm going to be talking over this video, so I'm glad you guys are supporting me. I'm still working on my skills, trying to get the video skills down, so trying to figure out the music, working on the cameras, recording, and all the good stuff. There won't be that many picture videos coming out of me. I'm going to try to work on videotaping skills. Maybe a couple more picture videos of just past junkyards I went to. So those will be uploaded next probably. So I thought I'd just tell a couple stories about a couple of the cars in this video. In the beginning there's a red 64. It was on its deathbed going to the scrapper, because I be scrap metaling too whenever I see stuff laying around. But I caught it going to the scrapyard and I was like, hey, can you guys drop it off at my house? Let me look through it. The guy's like, yeah, $100. So he dropped it off. I'm sitting there cleaning it out. I found a 6.4 automatic Super Sport console in it, in perfect condition. So right off the bat, that was a win. Plus some other stuff, door panels and little knobs, and that car, it was worth $100. And then two, in this video, there's a old blue Cadillac. It belonged to an 80-year-old lady, and she died, and her family was cleaning out her stuff, and she had a garage in the back that was collapsed in, a whole bunch of stuff on it, and it just packed up. And the family's cleaning it out, and that old blue Cadillac was sitting back there, and the whole time her family never knew she had that car. So yeah, it's right here. So that was a pretty good story for that. And then there's a couple anniversary gold 62s in the video. I just seen them in the background of a picture of some other cars for sale, and I called and asked, like, hey, is that car in the background for sale? They're like, what, the Impala? That ain't worth nothing. We're gonna send it to the junkyard. I'm like, dude, I'll come out there and get it. So went out there, loaded up my truck and trailer, took off, went and grabbed it. Let's see. There's another 63 about to be popping up. It was a Super Sport. It was on Craigslist for $1,000 for a long time. Then it dropped down to 400. And it was a Super Sport. That thing actually still had the original paint all on the bottom. It was super solid, but it was just real bad shape. I ended up putting all the body parts on there and selling it to somebody local. Actually gonna be a really nice car. And most of all these cars all came out of the junkyard. Even this 63, I know you see it, it was in the scrapyard. So a lot of these cars all came out of the scrapyard. Very couple of these cars maybe came out of Craigslist, but most all come from the junkyards. That's how I find all these cars, in the junkyard. I save them. It's a lot easier to just do it that way than hassle with people. And Kansas is pretty easy to get titles, so a lot of people lose their titles or don't want to deal with it. Hey, that's how it goes. So let's see what else. This red 61 right here. Man, I sat there and I smashed my finger on my birthday getting this car. There's 100 and something degrees out, and I was putting my ramps down, and the ramp slipped off my trailer and caught my hand. And the guy was very old. He was sitting there looking at me. He goes, ooh, are you alright? And I was like, I pulled my hands out. I'm sitting there shaking. I'm like, oh, it missed me. It missed me. I'm like, no. I looked back down at my glove, and blood was just pouring out of my glove. So I ran to my truck, and the very first thing this guy said was like, you tried to load it, you done moved out of the spot, you're taking it today. Alright, like, sir, give me a second. So I ended up having a roll of tape with me, some masking tape, taped my hand up really good, hooked the winch up, and just drug it onto the trailer, drove it home. And on my birthday, when everybody was home, unwrapped my finger and had to go to the hospital and get stitches because it looked like a blown up hot dog. But hey, just doing this kind of stuff, you get bruises and scars, and I'm glad you guys are staying with me, man, and we're gonna keep on dropping this content. Stay tuned, like, subscribe. Hey, tell your friend, tell your brother, tell your parts dealer. Just get me out there. Just keep on moving. Let's get these cars back to the streets. This is what this channel's about, man. Get your old schools back to the street, your project cars back to the streets. Let's all ride together. Pilot Chris, peace.